Viewers, 8 hours is a long time. In the morning, millions were cheering the Supreme Court's landmark verdict on the back of a historic campaign awarding the CBI clear-cut jurisdiction over the Sushant Singh Rajput probe. Not only has the family been vindicated, but also you viewers, all of you who relentlessly supported the campaign, the very public campaign for justice for Sushant Singh Rajput and for the vital need to hand over this probe to the CBI, because none of you out there believe that the Mumbai police was doing a good job. Now, you came to believe this because Times Now's relentless reportage exposed the lapses in the Mumbai police probe, viewers. But by the evening, to be precise, at 6 p.m., the Uddhav Thackeray government let it be known that it is planning to conduct a parallel probe into the death of Sushant Singh Rajput. The decision has shocked India, viewers. It shocked a large number of you. We have been getting concerned, we have been getting calls from concerned viewers saying, what does this mean? Does this mean now that the Mumbai police will try and create obstacles for the CBI? Does it mean that the Mumbai police, viewers, very importantly, is going to muddy the waters? How? Because when the CBI makes X conclusion, the Mumbai police will make Y conclusion, maybe diametrically opposite. And then they will say, see, we told you the CBI is taking orders from the center, from the BJP that wants to score political points in Bihar. Now, viewers, this is the unfortunate part, because the Supreme Court has told the Mumbai police that it need not continue any parallel investigation, that the sole investigation agency will be the CBI. So the question now arises, why does Uddhav Thackeray's government want the Mumbai police to hold a parallel probe, continue to put its foot in the door, unless, of course, viewers, unless, of course, it is covering up? It doesn't want, even now, certain lapses to come up. It doesn't want certain individuals to be named. And we are not surprised that many of you are asking some of the biggest questions. Is a parallel probe being ordered to subvert the CBI? Isn't Uddhav's backing for Mumbai cops now very, very suspicious? Was suicide concluded to deliberately mislead all of us, including the family? Can it be denied that there was no pressure to file an FIR? And was the decision to ignore the father's SOS part of a larger plan? And viewers, the biggest question, should the CBI now not probe the lapses by the Mumbai police themselves? Now, the decision to conduct a parallel probe is shocking because the Supreme Court verdict favoring the CBI was very clear-cut. The Supreme Court said in its order, and I'm going to quote you, viewers, I have the order right here in front of me, para 41, clause 34. And what does it tell you? It tells you that appropriate to decide as to who should conduct probe on all attending circumstances. This issue becomes relevant only if another FIR is registered on the same issue at Mumbai. Clause 35, search for truth must be undertaken by an independent agency not controlled by two states. Now, if this is being mentioned in clause 35, why is Uddhav Thackeray jumping to get the Mumbai police to conduct a parallel probe? It's clearly him, because there was a meeting today between the Mumbai police chief and senior members of the Uddhav Thackeray government, including the chief minister. It went on for 20-25 minutes. Let me tell you what clause 36 in this judgment says. If a new case is registered at Mumbai, it would be appropriate if it's probed by same agency, which is the CBI. Clause 41, if any other case is registered on the death of Sushant Singh Rajput, CBI is directed to probe new case as well. So even if tomorrow, viewers, the Mumbai police decides to register an FIR, it cannot continue to probe this. Now, the obvious question is Uddhav Thackeray scared of the CBI? Is it scared that it will expose the lapses that will lead to uncomfortable questions of a cover-up? What are these observations that have come as a massive, massive embarrassment to the Mumbai police? The Supreme Court said Mumbai police probe not yet resulted in FIR, suggesting commencement of probe. They should have done it. And so when they today come out and say that we are doing a probe, it actually doesn't signal it. That's very serious, viewers. For 65 days, they've been saying we are probing, but the Supreme Court says till you don't file an FIR, it doesn't mean that you're probing. Why? Why have you waited 65 days? Mumbai police obstruction to Bihar police team at Mumbai could have been avoided. What does this mean? That this obstruction was done to subvert the investigation, viewers. Third observation, Mumbai police conducting limited inquiry into unnatural death under section 174 CRPC. They're saying that it's going to be a very limited inquiry. It doesn't go into the larger foul play question. So for 65 days, the Mumbai police has been fooling the country, viewers. It's the Supreme Court that believes it, not us. Apprehension voiced by stakeholders of an unfair investigation and political pressure. The Supreme Court recognizes this. Observation 5, search for truth only by independent agency, not controlled by either state governments. Observation 6, acrimonious allegations of political interference clouds legitimacy of both probes. Observation 7, CBI probe to ensure public confidence in probe and for complete justice in the matter. And it goes on and on and on, viewers, telling us that even the Supreme Court, doesn't quite today believe that the Mumbai police is the right force to be investigating this entire case. And this, viewers, is the reason why we are asking the pointed questions that I put out for you, viewers, at the beginning of the show. The 6 pointed questions. Is a parallel probe being ordered to subvert the CBI? And I want to ask this question, and I want to go straight across to Dr. Subramaniam Swamy. Dr. Swamy, first of all, congratulations must go to you, Dr. Swamy. You have been very, very clear, Dr. Swamy. Is he connected? Yes, I think he's connected. There he is. Yes, Dr. Swamy, you have been very, very clear from day one that the CBI must be involved in this entire matter. Congratulations to you, because even when people were saying that Dr. Subramaniam Swamy is once again on some tangent, well, today all of those individuals must eat crow, because the Supreme Court believes exactly what Dr. Subramaniam Swamy told us 1 month back, viewers. 1 month back. And Uddhav Thackeray should have listened to him. Now, I want you to, sir, just sum up very clearly the implications from the verdict. Does this mean that there was a cover-up and the Mumbai police is not to be trusted? Simple.
Yeah. Very good. Thanks very much. I will read from the judgment a few sentences. It will take me 2-3 minutes if you bear with me. Paragraph 18, the proceedings under section 174 of the CRPC, which is what the Bombay police is doing under. It's not doing it under 154, which is FIR, but under 174. Is limited to the inquiry carried out by the police to find out the apparent cause of the unnatural death. Now, what are they finding out? They've already declared it's a suicide. But anyway, these are not in the nature of investigation undertaken after filing the FIR under section 154 of the CRPC. Then it goes on to quote another Supreme Court judgment. The procedure under section 174 have very limited scope. The object of the proceeding is merely to ascertain whether a person has died under suspicious circumstance or an unnatural death If so, what is the apparent cause of death? So, and then it says the question regarding the details as to how he was deceased, assaulted or assaulted him, or under what circumstances he was assaulted, is foreign to the ambit and scope of the proceedings under 174 of the Code. All right. Now, paragraph 20 says, the present case, Mumbai police has attempted to stretch the purview of section 174 without drawing up an FIR. This is a condemnation that you have been using one law and then trying to get the benefit of another law.
Yes.
They stretched it. Then it goes on into continuing the paragraph. Therefore, it is preemptive and premature to hold a parallel investigation as is being carried out by the Mumbai police. They are saying the Supreme Court has supported us. I mean, I saw the Home Minister saying that. I can't see it. Say, does the man know how to read and write, or somebody is telling him, tutoring him? Then paragraph 21. Following the above, it is declared that the inquiry conducted under section 174 by the Mumbai police is limited for a definite purpose, but is not an investigation of a crime under section 156 and 57 of the CRPC. And then furthermore, it says, I mean, it's a condemnation. I think any government deserves to be dismissed only on this. And then it goes on to quote the Chief Justice P. Sadasivam in a 2014 judgment. The registration of FIR is mandatory under section 154 of the Code if the information discloses commission of a cognizable offense and no preliminary inquiry is permissible in such a case. So the CBI registers an FIR. That's the end of these people. And finally, what you quoted, I'll just quote another few sentences which you didn't read out. It says, this court considers it appropriate to invoke the powers conferred under Article 142 of the Constitution. The Constitution, as a court exercising its lawful jurisdiction for the assigned roster, no impediment is seen for the exercise of plenary powers in the present matter. Therefore, yes, while according approval for ongoing CBI investigation, if any other case is registered on the death of the actor Sushant Singh Rajput and the, excuse me, one more page, two sentences, surrounding the circumstances of unnatural death, the CBI is directed by the Supreme Court to investigate the new case as well. It is ordered accordingly. So either our Uddhav Thackeray and his Home Minister are bluffing, or they are ignorant.
Ignorant or bluffing?
Yes.
Bluffing. That's a very direct allegation.
Yes,
Dr. Subramaniam Swamy accuses Uddhav Thackeray of bluffing. That's going to be a headline. Now, Dr. Swamy, why do you believe? Why do you believe?
Let me put it on, or give him a benefit of doubt that he might be ignorant.
Ignorant?
So, yes.
Well, Dr. Swamy, let me ask you. If he's ignorant, and if the Supreme Court is now basically held up the mirror to him, I'm sure he has the sense to recognize his own ignorant face in the mirror, some people would say. So I'm asking you then, by not acting against the Mumbai police, is Uddhav Thackeray today guilty of abetting in perhaps, and you have said this, a cover-up? I mean, there has been no FIR. It's been 65 days. What else is one supposed to conclude?
Yeah, that comes later, once the CBI gets going. This is just at the moment of Uddhav Thackeray's statement and the Home Minister's statement. They are valueless. But more importantly, whatever the Bombay police has found is irrelevant once the FIR is registered by the CBI. And they can throw it in the waste paper bucket, or they can give it to the CBI saying some reading material for you.
So
But-
why, Dr. Swami, is a parallel probe being contemplated by the Uddhav Thackeray government? Why do you think that is happening?
Because they are crude one-upmanship that is being played. They have been blackened, their faces have been blackened by the Supreme Court today, and therefore they are trying to show that they can act independently. They don't understand we are not a federal government in the American sense. We are a unitary government. Article 356 allows our central government that if the state is not acting according to the laws of the country and the constitution of the country, it can be dismissed. And also 256, another clause in the article in the constitution, the center can give them a direction, stop this nonsense. And if they don't agree, then you can use 356 and dismiss the government.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. That's very, very interesting. That would mean a whole different level of escalation in this entire matter. Vikas Singh, who represents the Sushant Singh Rajput family, in fact, the father, is also joining the broadcast any moment now. Is he connected, Nizam Bhai? Is he patched through? Okay, 30 seconds, I'm being told. 30 seconds. Let's add him to the mix here because it's an important day. And I want to bring you into the conversation, Mr. Vikas Singh. I want to ask you, Dr. Subramaniam Swami is also here with us. Some say that the court has succumbed to public pressure. Some say that it has used its powers under Article 142 rather, too casually. How do you respond to that?
Well, Rahul, I don't understand how can anybody say that it has responded to public pressure. It's a purely legal judgment. It has analyzed the CRPC. It has what I have been, saying from day one, and there have been DGPs and retired DGPs coming on your channel, public prosecutors, and telling me that what the CRPC is and what I had been arguing about what the CRPC is.
Yes.
Every argument of mine has been accepted, and it has been clearly held that Patna, the FIR registered in Patna clearly had jurisdiction. It has been clearly held that the Bihar government definitely had the authority to refer the matter to the CBI. It has been clearly held that Mumbai police was only doing a 174 inquest, which is limited in nature. They have not actually castigated the Mumbai police, but if you read between the lines, if you read the judgment holistically, you will find that there are several observations which will point to that direction. So for instance, they say it's a limited inquiry. Then they say the officer from Patna should not have been quarantined. So if you read these two, all these things together, it will be quite clear that they are not happy. And they say that there is no FIR registered by Mumbai. They never thought that there is any case to be investigated. So they have not started any investigation. So on every count, Rahul, it has been decided in my favor. I also said under section 406, because Abhishek Singhvi argued that under 406, you don't have the power to use the inherent jurisdiction of 142. I showed article 142. 142 says, in exercise, Supreme Court in exercise of its jurisdiction. Now, when the transfer petition under 406 is to be heard by a single judge, that is an exercise of his jurisdiction. So, in exercise of his jurisdiction, he definitely has the power to use 142. So, after holding that the matter being referred to the CBI is justified, they further say that we will exercise 142 because we don't want these forces to fight or the Mumbai police to not cooperate. So they said, all right, we will say that as a constitutional court, we are exercising our inherent power and we say that this matter should go to the CBI. And if any FIR is to be registered in Mumbai later also, that also will go to the CBI. So no manner of doubt. I tell you, I salute the Honorable Judge for writing such a fantastic judgment. He has actually looked at the larger interest of the family and of the victim, as victims for the death of a young son. and they have tried to ensure that justice comes to him, because if they had left this issue of the jurisdiction not very clearly decided, then there was a chance. In fact, the council for Maharashtra government said that please permit us to challenge the order of the Bihar government referring the matter to the CBI. The judge said nothing doing. When I have used the 142 jurisdiction, I don't want you to open another line of litigation.
Absolutely.
And basically the idea was to ensure that this matter doesn't go in the right track, so that they have completely foreclosed that angle, and they have said that the matter now should proceed.
Now,
and
what do
I
you have
hope
to
that
say,
now
Mr.
the matter
Vikas Singh?
really will, now for the first time being on track, will.
There has been a lobby.
Yes,
and
Rahul.
I watched a little bit of a television clip with you yesterday. I don't want to get into naming people, channels, anchors, etc. But there has been a lobby. Let's face it, there's been a lobby from within Bollywood, from the mass media, all saying that you are becoming a pawn, that the family has become a pawn in a larger political enterprise, to favor the BJP and the JDU in Bihar. How do you react to those people today after you've been vindicated by the Supreme Court, sir?
Rahul, I think you know me long enough, and definitely people in the media know me long enough to know that I can never be a pawn of anybody. I can never be a pawn of anybody. And what to say of BJP, if there are occasions where I feel that the BJP is not correct, I have been very vocal in saying so. So nobody can ever say that I have been a pawn. Now, as far as the politics is concerned, look at it from this angle. What politics has the Bihar Chief Minister done in this case? He only ensured that if there is a criminal case made out, please register the FIR. Don't refuse to register only on the ground that if it is a high-profile case. If there has been politics, there has been some politics on the Maharashtra side. And Rahul, they had relied upon some press clippings. I also had press clippings where the chief, there is allegation of some political person being involved. But I never relied upon those press clippings in the Supreme Court, and even on any channel. I have never raised fingers. In fact, I was surprised yesterday when in Ria's statement I saw her saying that I don't know Aditya Thackeray. She's only meeting an allegation by the family. When has the family said that there is any involvement of Aditya Thackeray? Why is she taking the name of Aditya Thackeray in her own statement? I don't understand. I mean, it completely baffled me that why should you name somebody in your statement when the only allegation is of the family, and the family has not said anything about Mr. Thackeray. So it's like chor ke daadi mein tinka. You are wanting to cover up something which is not even there as an accusation from the family. So I don't see any politics in this matter at all. There is a father who has lost a young son, a very promising son. There are 4 sisters who have lost a brother, and they are only crying for justice. And the Mumbai police, as Supreme Court has very rightly said, was completely derailing the whole investigation.
Yes.
Rahul, the initial days were so crucial. And at a time when there is a suicidal death, you have to seal everything. And when you seal everything, you have to ensure that there is no inflow, no outflow. Whatever is at the site is all confiscated. Fingerprints are taken. If you have a look at the police officers, you will find that as if they were, attending some, VIP as an escort, and they were not even, in fact, worse than even attending an escort. They were just, looking around as if it's nothing much has happened, and they are just, there to do a very routine kind of a job. So
several
it's
questions. Vikas Singh raising several questions and apprehensions. He can, of course, today raise them because he's been vindicated. Stay on with me. Dr. Swami, I want to come out to you. 65 days, and the Mumbai police didn't even begin the probe. I mean, now we can say this because the Supreme Court has said it. They've said that an investigation under Section 174 CRPC amounts to nothing. It doesn't even amount to a probe. So I want to ask you, why do you think this is the case?
See, the words that is used in the law is inquiry and investigation. They are 2 different words. Investigation follows immediately after registering an FIR. An FIR is registered when there is a cognitive offense alleged. So, what is the Bombay police going to do by making an inquiry? Inquiry about what? Whether he died or not, whether it was suicide or not, that they can't do. That
Shocking.
whether there is a cause of death only that they can examine. But they can't say that he was murdered, he was hanged, and so on. All these things they cannot say. So this has been a kind of a circus that has been, we have been seeing people acting according to a thing, and obviously somebody is cracking the whip. I must find out who that is.
Okay, that's very, very serious, viewers. Very serious. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Dr. Swami. Thank you, Mr. Vikas Singh. Vikas Singh, one last question.
Thank you.
One last question to you before I let you go. One last question. Sir, I just want to ask you, how do you react to the news that Uddhav Thackeray's government is planning now to conduct a parallel probe? What do you think is the motive, and how do you think this is affecting your line of inquiry, sir?
Well, Rahul, I don't understand if whoever has made this statement has made it in complete ignorance of the law. The law as it stands today, both by reading the CRPC and by reading the Constitution main judgment of the Supreme Court, is that investigation can only be done after the registration of an FIR.
Okay.
Now they have not registered an FIR. If they do so, that FIR will automatically get transferred to the by the Supreme Court order to the CBI. So there is no way that they can do any parallel investigation. Now, inquiry, if they want to do a departmental inquiry to find out whether some police officers are complicit in, diverting this trial, definitely they can do that. They can punish their officers for, subverting the course of justice. They can also do an inquiry to punish those officers who were talking to Riya Chakravarti, who was a named accused. So that all inquiry they can do. They can.
But that's not happening.
They can transfer their.
That's the real inquiry that needs to be done, but that's not happening, viewers. That's not happening.
So
that's not happening, and that raises.
That's the only inquiry they can do.
Yes, and that raises several questions. Instead, we are being told now by the Home Minister of Maharashtra. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for joining me this evening. I want to open this up, but we are being told that there is going to be some sort of a parallel inquiry that is going to be conducted. How shocking is that? How shocking is that? And I want to open this out, and I want to bring in straight into this debate a gentleman who was arguing from the other side some days back. Tehseen Poonawalla, I want to ask you, was suicide concluded to deliberately mislead? Criminal case, but no FIR. 65 days. Why didn't the police begin an investigation? Tehseen Poonawalla, these are serious questions. The Supreme Court today has highlighted this massive lapse, very suspicious lapse.
The Supreme Court absolutely vindicated what we were saying on Times Now. It said that the Maharashtra police, the Mumbai police, did a great investigation, nothing to uphold. That's in its observations under CRPC 174.
It's not used any of those words. I have that.
Please read the
No, you show me where it's written great investigation. Show me where it's written great investigation.
Look, Rahul.
Show me. No, show me where it's written great investigation. Show me.
I'll show you.
Show me. Read it. Which page? Which page? Which clause?
Can I speak? Thank you. Observations. I don't know you understand observations.
Read it.
Economic sciences too.
Read it. What page?
You don't read
Page 26 of 35, page 27 of 35, page 28 of 35. Read the line. Show me. Show me the line.
Point number 10.
Read the line.
That it doesn't suggest any wrongdoing.
Read the line.
Thank you.
Read the
It's an
line.
observation. It's an observation.
Read the line.
Similarly,
wrongdoing.
it's an observation. Similarly, like Modi is Nero, fiddling his thumb. It's an observation. I don't think you understand the difference.
Look at the way, viewers. Look at the way these individuals, when you pin them down, they start shifting the goalpost. I mean, this is shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And the question here, viewers, is very clear. The question here is very clear, that the Mumbai police refused to move beyond an inquiry. Why did they refuse to move beyond an inquiry?
Rahulji, please quote where is this written, what you have said.
One second, I'll read it to you. I'll read it to you. One second. I'll read it to you. Just relax. I'll read it to you. Don't get so excited. I'll read the exact clause to you and the exact line.
Sure.
Now listen to me. It says, appropriate to decide as to who should conduct a probe on all attending circumstances. This issue becomes relevant only if another FIR is registered on the same issue in Mumbai. Clause 34. Search for truth must be undertaken by an independent agency, not controlled by two states. If a new case is registered in Mumbai, I'm coming to it. Relax. Allow me. Give me my time. If any new case is registered in Mumbai, it would be appropriate if it's probed by the same agency. All of this is being said to ensure that the matter remains with the CBI. Now, Mumbai police probe not yet resulted in FIR suggesting commencement of probe. Quote unquote. This is what it says. The judgment says it. 1 second, doctor. I'm answering one person. Don't open another front. I'm answering one person.
Rahul, I think he's referring to
Mumbai police obstruction to Bihar police team at Mumbai could have been avoided. 1 minute, let me finish. Why aren't you letting me speak? You asked me to point out the lapses. I'm stating them. Excuse me, allow me. Don't get so excited. Mumbai police conducting a limited inquiry into unnatural death under section 174 CRPC. Very clearly, limited inquiry. Why a limited inquiry, viewers? Because you already concluded it's a suicide. On day one. On day one. Apprehensions voiced by stakeholders of an unfair investigation and political pressure. Stop shouting, madam. Stop shouting. Clause 18. Proceeding under section 174 CRPC is limited to the inquiry carried out by the police to find out the apparent cause of unnatural death. These are not in the nature of investigation. 65 days and you have not even conducted an investigation. Are you fooling this country? Mumbai police?
I'm asking which paragraph?
Clause 18. Clause 18, read it, open it. Open clause 18, paragraph 18. If you don't understand, I'll simplify it for you.
page 33, 39th point.
Open
You
it.
just
The
said
proceeding
that.
under section 174 CRPC is limited to the inquiry carried out by the police to find out the apparent cause of unnatural death. These are not in the nature of investigation undertaken after filing of FIR under section 154 CRPC. Do you get it? Had they fired an FIR, they would be proceeding under 154 of CRPC.
After an IR has been
Madam, excuse me, I am reading it out to you. Now you're changing the goalpost. In the instant case in Mumbai, no FIR has been registered yet. Can you allow me to finish instead of shouting over me?
He's right. You're misleading.
Listen to me.
He's right.
In the instant, look at them shouting, viewers. Now look at them shouting.
Look at
I am
them.
forced to
You
shout
are
over these
actually
characters
misleading people.
because they are today. The simple question is, if they were doing such a great job, why is the matter being given to the CBI? Wouldn't it stand to reason? I want to bring in 1 second. I want to bring in Hitesh Jain, another lawyer.
Page number-
Hitesh Jain, 1 second. 1 second, gentlemen. Mr. Vaidya and company, give me 30 seconds. You want to be hecklers on the show, you can be, but not at my expense. Clause 18, 1 second, Tehseen Poonawala, relax. Calm down. Job losses, this loss, that loss. We'll have that debate, sir, with you on that also. Now you relax.
No.
Calm down.
We won't have that.
Lower his faders. These characters are only here, viewers, to muddy the waters. Let me tell you that. They're only here to muddy the waters. They're sworn to a particular side in this particular matter. They're desperate to have this brushed aside as a suicide. They don't want to look at the lapses. Why? That's the fundamental question. What have they got to gain? Shouldn't they want a free and fair investigation? I want to read out, viewers, to you. Clause 18, since I was interrupted by them. The proceedings under section 174 CRPC is limited to the inquiry carried out by the police to find out the apparent cause of unnatural death. Remember, the police have only been investigating under section 174 of the CRPC. These are not in the nature of investigation undertaken after filing an FIR under section 154 of CRPC. In other words, had the Mumbai police filed an FIR under 154 of CRPC, they could have had a wider investigation to look at other anomalies. In the instance case in Mumbai, no FIR has been registered as yet. The Mumbai police has neither considered the matter under section 175(2) of the CRPC suspecting commission of a cognizable offence, nor proceeded for registration of FIR under section 154 or referred the matter under section 157 CRPC to the nearest magistrate having jurisdiction. Can you believe it, viewers? 3 lapses have been pointed out, Hitesh Jain, and there are a bunch of people on this show tonight that still want to give cover fire to the Mumbai police. How do you explain this?
Rahul, one of the important observations the Supreme Court observed in this judgment was the obstruction of the Bihar police by the Maharashtra government, the manner in which their investigation was obstructed. And they say such obstruction thus created doubt, and that was one of the very important factors while ordering the transfer of investigation to CBI. Now, in the same light, when we see when Tessin and Dr. Sumant Raman and others trying to heckle, they try to make the things very obvious. If I look even as a lawyer, forget as a political worker, but even as a lawyer, when we look, your conduct explains the whole story. The conduct when you try to obstruct the investigation, when you want to avoid the investigation. Let's look at the case, Arushi Talwar case. In Uttar Pradesh, there was a lot of hue and cry. The then government, the state government transferred it to CBI. End of the story. So this is it was most easiest thing what they could have done is could have transferred the matter to the CBI. Second, nothing prevented Mumbai police to register the FIR after 60 days. This whole technical argument that the family did not request us to file the FIR and therefore you do not need a consent of family.
Hitesh Jain, don't even go into that. Look at what the Supreme Court says. In the present case, the Mumbai police has attempted to stretch the purview of section 174 without drawing up any FIR, and therefore, as it appears, no investigation pursuant to commission of a cognizable offence is being carried out by the Mumbai police. This is the Supreme Court saying it. And these apologists for injustice are covering this up. Can you believe it, Dr. Anand Ranganathan? These apologists for the cravenness of a police force that is not sensitive to the demands of justice being made by a family. First, they didn't act in February, and now they come here and try to browbeat the anchor of this show, this channel, and suggest that we are misquoting the Supreme Court. How dare you? Dr. Ranganathan, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Rahul. There's no two ways about it. The shockwaves from today's SC verdict are going to be felt from Andheri all the way to Antarctica. Yes. Justice is blindfolded, not blind. And today it redeemed this epithet. Remember that the SC was not deliberating on the professionalism of Mumbai police or lack thereof. Neither was it swayed by a billion emotional Indians wanting justice or Sushant, including me. The concept of justice is at once man's greatest invention as well as the most dehumanizing. Emotions have no place in it. They are like the chappals that have to be removed before you enter a temple. In this case, a temple of justice. Rahul, a judge's pen is like a surgeon's scalpel. It must not shake on account of applause or abuse from the watching gallery. And that is why it is respected. Today's verdict sets an irrevocable precedence for any state or executive authority to intervene if it feels a case is being mishandled by another state and requires a parallel investigation. What is especially pleasing, Rahul, if you permit me to gloat for a moment, is that the SC agreed with what I told you 2 weeks ago, which is that ample prior judgments validate the filing of an FIR at a location where crime didn't happen, as well as a parallel investigation. Specifically, the SC quoted 4 times and relied heavily on one of the prior judgments I had mentioned to you, the Satvinder Kaur versus State, that there is nothing in the CRPC that explicitly bars 2 or more investigative agencies investigating a single incident. That under 156(2) of CRPC, proceedings conducted by a police officer are protected from being challenged on grounds of territorial jurisdiction. That, I quote from today's judgment, a police officer cannot refrain from investigating a matter on territorial grounds, unquote. Now, when a scientist can see all this, why couldn't a lawyer like Abhishek Singhvi? This is as much a sobering moment for him as it is for Mumbai police and the state of Maharashtra. Just 10 seconds. I end today with Justice Roy's incredible concluding words. I quote, "When truth meets sunshine, justice will not prevail on the living alone, but also the departed. Satyamev Jayate. Satyamev Jayate indeed."
Dr. Ajay Alok, there are individuals on this show that are today saying that the Mumbai police cannot be faulted, that they can... I'll bring you in, Dr. Sumansi Raman. The problem is all of you shout over each other.
34 minutes.
I'll come to you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everyone else is also waiting their time, sir. You're not a privileged individual. Come on. Have some patience, sir. Have some patience. Yes, Dr. Ajay Alok, I have brought you in for the record on the 34th minute. So you have more reason to feel upset. And thank you for not gate crashing and talking over me. But I want to ask you, today these people are saying that the Mumbai police should be covered in glory, that you see they have not been faulted. How do you respond?
Well, if anybody wants to live in fool's paradise, Rahul, it's their problem, it's not my problem. Secondly, in the 34 minutes, I've seen like we are talking around 22 to 23 minutes, we have been talking about doing post-mortem of Supreme Court judgment. What's the point? What's the point? Today, very clearly, Supreme Court has laid down its orders and we have to abide by it. Now talk of parallel probe and this probe and that probe, that simply requires the same thing what Maharashtra government and Mumbai police has been doing for the last 2 months. Abel mujhe maar. Like very correctly Subramanian Swamy said, that Article 256 and subsequently President rule. So you're inviting trouble for yourself. Now all these things is leading only to one thing, which any out of 130 crore people of this country will understand, that Maharashtra government and Mumbai police is trying to save someone. Because after this judgment, just imagine, today the Home Minister says that we have to think about the federal structure of this government. Just imagine questioning the Supreme Court judgment. Similar thing happened yesterday about PM Relief Care Fund and PM Care Fund. They again questioned the Supreme Court. It's the same cohorts talking in the same language. Like if it either it's not my way, then it is going to be a highway. So we have to just identify these crooks. Who are these crooks and who are the supporting cronies who are here and talking like cynics, shouting over you, questioning the decision of Supreme Court, where Supreme Court has given a multiple observation. No point arguing on Supreme Court decision. This is what has been following in our country since independence. There is a sense of judiciary, there is a respect for judiciary, and there is a belief in judiciary of over 130 crore people that anything goes wrong, we'll go to the court. कुछ होगा, हम कोर्ट में जाएंगे. यहाँ गाँव में भी लोग कहते हैं, कोर्ट में चलते हैं, कोर्ट में चलते हैं. एक रेस्पेक्ट है, उस रेस्पेक्ट को भी आज झूठे मार के कल से खराब कर रहे हैं लोग. And you expect me to debate with all these people?
Well,
go to hell. Well, go to hell. I don't want to debate.
Well, let's bring them. Don't. You see, the only way you must debate them and you must expose them. Dr. Ajay Alok, let me bring in the other side. Dr. Sumansi Raman. Dr. Sumansi Raman, can I read out with your permission?
Yeah.
On my show, take your permission first because you seem to be the moderator. Let me take your permission. Can I read out Clause 18? And can you tell me what you make of Clause 18? Clause 18. Yeah. I hope you have it open in front of you. The proceeding under Section 174 CRPC is limited to the inquiry carried out by the police to find out the apparent cause of unnatural death. These are not in the nature of investigation undertaken after filing of FIR under Section 154 CRPC. So if this was not an investigation, sir, what were the Mumbai police doing for 65 days?
Okay. Now, I've been patient for 38 minutes. Please give me 30 seconds uninterrupted. Point number 10. The records of the case produced before this court does not prima facie suggest any wrongdoing by the Mumbai police. Point number 1. Point number 2. Further down the same point, the police at Mumbai were conducting only a limited inquiry into the cause of unnatural death under Section 174. It cannot be said with certainty at this stage that they will not undertake an investigation on the other aspects of the unnatural death. Point number 2. Point number 3.
Can I ask you on that very point?
30 seconds.
On that very point.
Point number 3. Did Mumbai police have jurisdiction? Yes, they had jurisdiction as per the order. Point number 4. The Mumbai police cannot be faulted in what they have on the steps taken so far.
1 second. Let me come back. Let me come back to you, Dr. Raman. I asked you a very simple question.
I'm sorry.
And I'm asking you a very simple question. No. If you don't think it's a fault. No, 1 second. I'm asking you a simple question. Can you allow me to ask the question, or will you shout me down again? Because you don't like the pointed question that I'm going to ask you, because it will expose you. I'm asking you the question. Can you allow me, sir? Can I ask you the question, or should I take a break? Okay, I'll take a break. Maybe you can collect your thoughts. I'll take a 2-minute break, viewers, and I'll be right back. Let Dr. Sumansi Raman prep himself, because I'm going to ask him a very straightforward question. And I'm coming right back. so he doesn't interrupt me. 2 minutes and we are back, viewers. Stay with us. There's only one question, and we were getting into that question. We were being constantly interrupted by hecklers who don't want the truth to emerge. A whole cabal of them today on this panel. And I want to go back to that question. Dr. Sumant C. Raman refused to allow me to speak and pose my question. I had to take a break. And again, he's going to start off. Now, please, 1 second, 30 seconds, please, sir, please. Please, sir, I'm only requesting you. I'm only requesting you in the interest of a free and fair exchange. You don't want to make it free and fair, that's your call. But allow me to make this debate free and fair. You stated a technical, 1 second, you stated a excuse me, Tehseen. There are 4 questions, there are 4 doubters. I'll ask each one of you every one of these questions separately, okay? Now relax. Okay, viewers. There have been no deviances from the norm pointed out by the Supreme Court as far as the Mumbai police is concerned. Naturally, viewers, because the Mumbai police thought it necessary to continue with an inquiry under 174 CRPC, which they can do, no problems. But that's only addressing the technicality of this. It's not looking beyond this, which is very, very important, viewers. Why has the Mumbai police conducted a limited inquiry for 65 days? What stopped them? Who stopped them from conducting a full-fledged investigation? That is a question I want to ask you, Dr. Sumant C. Raman. 65 days have passed.
Has answered that question.
No, you haven't.
The court in the judgment has answered.
You haven't, sir. You haven't.
Very clearly.
You haven't.
Cannot be.
I'm asking you.
Certainty at this stage.
I'm asking
that
you.
The Mumbai police will not undertake
Can
an
I pitch in?
investigation.
So
on
let
the
me ask
other
the point too.
unnatural
Why
death.
wait 65 days when the family is saying that there has been foul play? Why wait 65 days? The family came out. The family came out on day 42 and said that there is foul play. From day 42 to day 65, why the delay?
You said first that.
I'm asking you, sir. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Why the delay? Why the delay? Why the delay? Don't you think the family deserves justice?
The court has not.
Why only a limited inquiry?
Has not condemned the Mumbai police. They have
has
said
not pointed
that
out.
they may have
The
been
court has said 4 things. The 4. No, I'm telling you what they have said. Now you allow me. Mumbai police obstruction to Bihar police team. 1 second. Let me allow me to put the fact. Again, he's heckling viewers. Now calm down. Mumbai police obstruction to Bihar police team at Mumbai could have been avoided.
Absolutely.
That is what the Supreme Court is saying. Isn't that a rap on the knuckles? Isn't that a rap on the knuckles? Isn't that a rap on the knuckles, sir? Is it or is it not?
Who can defend that?
There you go. So then I'm asking you, no FIR, no attempt to allow another police, force to investigate, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so that's point 1. Now let me ask the second question to Tehseen Poonawalla. Why didn't the Mumbai police consider the matter under section 175(2)? Sir, suspecting commission of a cognizable offense or simply put a crime? That is a question that the Supreme Court has raised. What prevented them from investigating the possibility of a crime under section 175(2)? Can you answer me that question? And do you think it was, sir, okay for them not to be doing that?
This is a victory for Mumbai police. This is exactly what the
See,
Supreme Court
you won't
did. It
answer
did a
the
good
question.
job.
You will
It
answer
did a good
rhetorically.
job. It did a good
If
job.
it's a victory,
If
it's a victory, why is the case being investigated by the CBI?
And Devendra Fadnavis should resign.
There you go. There you go. Viewers, second question that you didn't get an answer for. This is the same individual.
Yes,
1 second,
Rahul,
viewers.
10
1
seconds,
second,
Rahul.
viewers. Let me tell you, this is the same individual who was kicked out of the Supreme Court in the Judge Loya case. Again, he raised all sorts of all sorts of extraneous things he raised. He made
This is the same
imputations,
person
and he
who
was
the Prime
told
Minister said
that their interventions
that
are political.
Rahul,
So this is Tehseen
as
Poonawalla.
much a
Yes, doctor.
victory for the-
Yes, doctor. Yes,
Rahul, 10
doctor.
seconds.
You mentioned
Yes, doctor.
the
Yeah.
point number 39.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Ranganathan.
Rahul,
Can I come in?
Yes, Dr.
Rahul, which
Ranganathan, make
doctor?
your point.
Yeah,
Can I
thank
come
you.
in?
Yeah. Yes, Rahul, this is as much a victory as Tehseen is saying for the Mumbai police as the 2014 and 2019 BJP victories were for Rahul Gandhi.
Well, there you go, viewers. There you go. Third question. Let me ask the third downtick Thomas, Tanvi Pruthi. Now, one sec. I'm asking Tanvi Pruthi, now relax. Tehseen Poonawalla, you didn't give a specific answer. You chose to skirt the answer. You chose to give a political loaded response. You don't have an answer for why didn't the Mumbai police consider the matter under section 175(2) suspecting the commission of a cognitive offence or a crime. No one has that answer, viewers. Nobody. That's why the matter is being referred to the CBI. Yet these people have the gall to say that the Mumbai police has actually won the day in the courts. One second, Mr. Pruthi, Tanvi Pruthi, let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question. Why no FIR to probe questions raised by the family till now? Surely if the family is raising questions, the Mumbai police should have said, okay, let's satisfy you. You're the directly affected party. Let us lodge an FIR and go into whether the crime was committed, i.e. it was not just a suicide. I'm asking you, why haven't they even done that? Surely they were trying to satisfy the family, or were they trying to satisfy Riya Chakrabarti, one of the accused?
Yeah, because Riya Chakrabarti is like this big shot fellow, you know.
Don't get into all of that. I'm asking you.
All of that. I am asking
This is
you
bizarre.
question,
The police is not taking at face value allegations made by the victim's family, but they are supporting the suicide theory that is being put out by a Bollywood lobby.
This IR is conducted under a judicial magistrate. If you trust the Supreme Court, trust the magistrate under whom this IR is being conducted.
But it wasn't. It wasn't brought up to the magistrate. Know your facts. I'll point it out for you. Now, viewers, listen to this. Listen to this, viewers. 1 minute. This lady will keep shrieking. Put down her volume. 30 seconds. Now, let me read out. Clause 18, viewers. You can go on the net and you can download the judgment. This lady is misleading. She's saying that, oh, IR under a magistrate, that's fine. Now, let me tell you the real fact, viewers. The Mumbai police has neither considered the matter under section 175(2) CRPC suspecting commission of a cognizable offence, nor proceeded for registration of FIR under section 154, or referred the matter under section 157 CRPC to the nearest magistrate having jurisdiction. Can you believe it, viewers? And this lady here is telling us that the magistrate has been taken into confidence. How much will they mislead? How much will they mislead? How much will you mislead, Miss Pruthi? How much will you mislead?
Nobody is misleading this.
How much will you mislead? The matter has not even been referred to a magistrate having the jurisdiction.
Let's talk
It
from the
has to be
judgment
submitted
itself.
to the IR. And let me point this out to you. Why
Clause 18, viewers, clause 18. Either the Supreme Court is lying or Tanvi Pruthi is lying. You make up your minds. Do you trust your Supreme Court or do you trust Tanvi Pruthi?
Rahul on this issue and why this political issue today has to be referred to
Clause
the
40. When integrity and credibility of the investigation is discernible. This is what is being said. The trust, faith and confidence of the common man in the judicial process will resonate. What has the Supreme Court said? When integrity and credibility of the investigation is discernible. Can you believe it, viewers? Here is the Supreme Court that has lost faith in the Mumbai police. Here is the Supreme Court that says even the Patna police we don't want. We want the CBI because the credibility and integrity of the investigation is discernible. The trust, faith and confidence of the common man in the judicial process will resonate. And what is the view? Please hand it to the CBI. There you go. Now they're talking about a media trial, viewers. Look at them. How pathetic are they? How pathetic is
Rahul,
this
can I
cabal?
pitch in for a minute?
Their
Can I pitch in
loyalties
for a
are
minute?
today
10 seconds.
not with the victim and the family of the victim. Their loyalties are today with a
Rahul,
band,
Rahul, the
of
court is the
one
supreme-
second, with a band of cover-up artists from Bollywood who deemed this a suicide. Their loyalties today are not with Sushant Singh Rajput or his family. They are with politicians who within 1 hour said this is suicide. No point in investigating this matter. So the police did not investigate. It's very simple. That's why today the Mumbai police needs to be investigated, viewers. The police chief needs to be sacked, viewers. And if it's not happening, you perhaps already know the answer to that question, why. I leave it at that. Navika Kumar on the News Hour.